hello there.
The first two episodes of Obi-Wan Kenobi are on Disney Plus, and it came out last night at 12 a.m. And Obi-Wan Kenobi is directed by Deborah Chow and starring Ewan McGregor, Hayden Christensen, an all-star cast, and is about Obi-Wan being on the run post Order 66, and now is trying to look after Luke Skywalker. And is an old man and is broken down because he thought he failed. Now, I was very excited about this show. I was very hyped. I am a big Obi-Wan fan. I love the Revenge of the Sith, and honestly, this show, these first two episodes were a mixed bag for me. Honestly, it does some really good things I love. The first seconds of the show made me just remember. It brought back the prequels and it hit me hard. I'm like, oh my god. It just hit me so emotionally and just hit me in a way I haven't felt in a long time. And that got me excited. Now, Ewan McGregor is back in this show, and oh my god, man, he is knocking it out of the park. He is doing things I haven't seen in a long time, and I feel bad for him in this show. And you're supposed to feel bad for him in this show because he's a broken old man. He feels like he failed after losing Anakin, and you're reminded of that. And these first two episodes are pretty much about him having to rescue a certain somebody from something, and yeah, that's what these two episodes are about. The first one is like going through his day-to-day life, and someone comes to him, and you're like, you gotta help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. He's like, I am no longer like that anymore, that was years ago. The person's like, please, you gotta help me. Obi-Wan's like, hello there. Not really, but man, you can really feel for Obi-Wan in this show because Order 66 hits hard, and especially what's going on now in the timeline. You see Inquisitors hunting down Jedi, and seeing the Inquisitors in live action are really, really cool, man. My main complaint with the show is, first of all, I feel like someone done screwed up the timeline with this show, because towards the end something happens with a certain Inquisitor. It's like, question, what? And then at times it doesn't feel like Star Wars for me, because there's a scene where Obi-Wan legit goes in a meth lab and is just sneaking around. It's like, what, is Walter White gonna show up in this show too? It's like, what the heck's happening? Is this where Ice Cube shows up? Yes, Ice Cube is in Kenobi for some reason. Why? I don't know, but it just feels weird. It feels extremely just jumping around a lot, and it's like, it could have been smoother and everything, but overall, I kind of like the first two episodes Kenobi. I like episode 1 more than episode 2, although episode 2 has a bunch of special guest stars that randomly show up, and I'm like, oh, yes! Someone is in there, and it made me so excited, and I'm like, does that mean we're gonna... then at the end, it also gets me excited, and man, overall, I recommend checking the show out. My only main complaints are, I feel like alters things. Also, I feel like that the show jumps around a lot. That's my only main complaint, but yeah, that's all for this time. I'm not going to give it a grade until the entire show is out, because what's the point of grading 2 episodes? But that's all for this time. Punch out, like, villain, face, like, boss. See you guys in the next row. Bye-bye.